I actually thought that maybe I would be a paramedic at one point.
Hi, my name is Sameen. I'm from Narcity, Canada. So nice to meet you guys, and thank you guys for taking out the chance to talk to me.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I'd like to know, Lili, this movie's all about life-changing decisions, and you get to take two paths of life with Natalie. Which one did you enjoy doing more?
I think I enjoyed my Gabe storyline. Not more than the other one. But I enjoyed playing a young mother because wearing a fake pregnancy belly and shooting our labor scene. I just thought it was very fun for me as an actor because that's not something that I've personally experienced yet. So getting to do that was very much playing make believe, and I just had a great time. It was really fun and working with little babies and they really were just screaming their heads off, and you feel so bad. You're like, I'm sorry, I can't actually I'm not your mom, I can't comfort you, but we did the best we could. But that was fun.
Was there a look both ways moment in your life, maybe another career if you weren't doing acting?
There was a moment when I was 16 where I actually thought that maybe I would be a paramedic at one point. I was looking into just what's a career that I could do that was like super interesting, that I think that maybe, and I could never have done that because you work all night and have terrible hours and are around death all the time. So like, no, wouldn't have been able to do it.
That would have been.
But I had considered being a paramedic and going to school for that had acting not worked out. So I'm glad that acting did work out because I think I would be very mentally
But you would have been there for so
unstable.
many people as well.
I
On
would
the
have been
daily,
there
and
for
like
some
you're
people.
really good at.
Yeah, but like
being in
I'm
that space of
an
holding.
empath.
Yeah.
I'm an empath. I
Yeah,
can't be
you're-
around that much tragedy and stuff. I wouldn't have handled it well. Anyways,
What
paramedic.
about you, Danny? Any crossroad moments in your life?
Yeah, well, I can't. Yeah, I think there's a ton. But specifically, I think when I was at, I'll do a different part of it, which is when I was I had dropped out of college and I was already pursuing acting, and I basically there's three options, which was to go play soccer in Missouri, go to New York and play soccer, or stay at home in Miami and pursue acting or modeling or whatever it was in that space. And I did a list of 20 things that were most important to me, and the top thing was worth 20 points.
Was money.
Was
at
like,
the top.
yeah, no, it was like,
I'm kidding.
It was like location was number one, and like, let's say New York was worth 20, Miami would be worth 10, Missouri at that point got no points. I love Missouri, but in that
Wasn't where you wanted
and
to
yeah,
be.
so like the top of that category would get the most points, and the other person would get half, and then the other location would get none. And so I did all 20, and obviously going to New York was super expensive. Miami I'd be at neutral. Missouri, I'd have money in my pocket. So when I calculated it all ended up being 96, 96, 96. So, and I showed it to my mom. I'm like, I tried to do these calculations so like there was a clear winner, and they all showed up with the same number. Like, this is mathematically impossible. And at that moment, she was just like, that means like whichever route you take, you'll be okay with. Mm-hmm. So then I went to the one that received the most negative, like that was valued at the highest, and it was New York, getting 0 points for how expensive it was. And so I was like, if I just forget about the price, it obviously meant something to go that path. And so then I went to NYU after, and it changed my life.
Oh, that's really cool. I like the whole list system. I'm going to use that next time I need to make a big decision.
Hope it didn't work, but
Didn't work for you.
it was
but
like,
it was
you
great.
make a decision is what it said.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our Narcity channel to see more great content.